Yep, we are doing a game which I am going to be playing blind. It's an arcade game though, so I feel as though I can finish it without having to practice, so you know, it is going to be a potential fail video, but then again, most of my arcades games are potential fail videos to begin with. I feel like that's enough credits. Biomechanical toy. Wait, is there a level select? I do not know what this game is. All I know is that when I fiddled around with it, it seemed rather... I was gonna explain, have you ever played Kid Chameleon? This guy reminds me a lot of the kid from Kid Chameleon. And that's a game I did not grow up with. I mean, even before I got this, I had the Sega Genesis. Well, I mean, you know I'm doing Rise Star in the PS3 Sega Genesis collection, so there's that. Okay, how do I do this? Never mind. Anyways, Kid Chameleon seems like one of those... How can I explain? I don't think it's a game that is intended to be beaten. I think it's a game that, you pretty much either get to the high score or go as far as you possibly can. Okay, I do not know where it is I am supposed to go. I am seriously lost. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen this game. Can I... Yes, I can shoot diagonally, okay. I was unaware that I can shoot diagonally. Almost definitely continue. Anyways, Kid Chameleon, I think it's one of those kind of arcade games for the Genesis. A game you're not meant to beat because it just seems to have like hundreds, well I don't know about hundreds, but I mean let's just say that I've tried many times to get to the end, and I just cannot seem to find it. I don't think the game has an end. I think it is a just keep playing till you die kind of game. I don't know if it has some sort of repeat. There doesn't seem to be any kind of randomness to it. so I'm a bit confused about that, I'm just saying. Phew boy, this boss is gonna be tough. This boss is most definitely gonna be tough. Okay, maybe not as tough as I originally thought. And he wasn't even a boss. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Go! Okay, I'll go. What's in here? Can I shoot these? Well, I don't know what those do. Ooh. Here's the boss, okay. Not what I... Damn it. Well, I guess it at least allows me the, ability to keep my... Is that a rook? I guess you find chess pieces in this game. Well, it is called a Biomechanical toy. Speaking of chess pieces, yeah, for those of you who did not grow up in the 90s, these were what arcade games were like back then. And I'm not just talking arcade games, I am talking video games in general. Yeah, we had our serious games. Obviously. Well, I guess games of a less goofy nature. But I mean, if you were playing in the arcade, these, for some reason, puzzle games and shmups. And fighting games, of course. There always had to be Mortal Kombat. I remember now, keep in mind this was not an actual arcade game. But I remember the movie theater I went to had a insecure box, so you can't steal it. Super Nintendo was Killer Instinct. Now, obviously I didn't own a Super Nintendo then, I did own the Sega Genesis back then though, damn it. But I remember playing as essentially the werewolf. And I was really good at that game back then. Now, not so much, but I mean, you gotta understand, fighting games were kind of my treat back then because due to my parents being extremely overprotective idiots, and despite the fact she won't admit it, my mom especially, I wasn't allowed those kind of games because they were considered too... too violent. You gotta bear in mind, my mother was the kind of person who wouldn't even let me watch The Simpsons when I was 13 because she considered that too raunchy. Kinda fucked me up that way. Not that she'll ever admit it, but I mean, what do you expect? But anyways, I remember playing Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo in the arcade, and because Killer Instinct is very heavy on combos, I was really good at it. Because for some reason, like, well, for one, whenever I'd in the arcade with my parents looking the other way, I'd play Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. They could never get the special moves. So I remember playing Killer Instinct, and instead of special moves, it's more combos. And I was really good at rocking up to combos. I don't remember it being a button masher. Maybe it was, maybe that's why I was good at it. Because I can most definitely button mash. But I remember just being really, really good at that fighting game and playing as not the werewolf, but the wolf guy. I can jump over that? Okay. But just playing as the wolf guy and kicking everybody's ass. Okay, maybe I can't jump over that. War of attrition. And hallelujah, I got some health. And a checkpoint. My dad wasn't too bad when it came to the strict stuff. My mom, she was the one who was raised very well. They were both raised strict Adventists, but despite my mom denying it today, and I refuse to let her do it, she was the most religious out of the two parents. My dad, he catch me, like, for one, I was not allowed to really do anything from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset because that was the Sabbath. I think I've mentioned this before, but we were basically Jews for not just Jews for Jesus, like, Jews can drink. We didn't drink at all. We ate a very kosher diet. Most were vegan before vegan was even a thing. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, now that I've got this console and I obviously have Killer Instinct on it, I've gone back to play it and I am not nearly as good on it as I was in my youth. But, well, again, I've never, even back when I was into fighting games because of the, parental bullshit, I was never really allowed to, fully play them unless I either was at someone else's house and they had it, or I was at an arcade and they were either not looking or they weren't around. I wasn't even allowed to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it was considered too violent. I've gone back and watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now that I'm, you know, older and fuck my mom. Not exactly what I consider a very violent show. Like, so again, you gotta keep in mind that my parents didn't even really want me watching things like, Tom and Jerry. They wanted us to live in a very secluded bubble and protect us from the world. Frankly, the world should have protected us from them. Looking back. Just saying. Just saying. Like, being 13 and not being able to watch The Simpsons. Come on, I knew. Probably knew more than they did in certain aspects of things that they considered offensive or did not want me to know. Though, not so much to their credit, more to, mine, their, sort of desire significantly backfired. Damn it, there is a time when it isn't there. I am by no means a very violent person, But because I was not allowed to sort of unleash my teenage frustration when I was young, I'm probably more into certain violent genres of entertainment than I should be. Things like demonic horror. Things like, well, just horror in general, real horror too. Because I don't consider Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street to be all that horrifying. Because they're not. I like psychological horror. I like horror like Aliens and well, not Aliens, Alien. Alien to me is a really great horror movie. Because, for one, you don't know specifically what it is now. I also watched it later on in life, thanks to Bitch Face. But you don't know what it is. You spend a lot of the movie trying to figure out, like, what the hell is going on. You know there's only one, but is there only one? Just about everybody dies. It's a nice sci-fi horror movie. I like it better than Aliens, the second movie, I really do. I admit Aliens is a lot more entertaining, but it's not nearly as frightening. Not nearly as frightening at all. Okay, I guess I can walk across that. But I like that fucked up gives you something to think about kind of horror. Like, to me, The Shining, both, well, I should say more than movies in the book, but yes, Shining movie didn't really scare me that much. So I guess it was good for its time, but then again, I am guessing, Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street was good for their time as well, and those movies just don't do it for me. That whole sort of old school slasher genre, I don't see the appeal. I really don't. again, it's because I'm coming. I guess because I'm coming along to it later. Same with The Exorcist. The Exorcist had to be the most disappointing movie I have ever seen. Because everybody's telling me, oh, it was so scary that they had like paramedics out front because people were fainting, and I'm watching this movie going, really? Like, what will happen if they saw something really messed up, like a Serbian film? That's a movie that'll fuck people up. To me, The Exorcist was just... Again, there are movies that will say that for its time, maybe it was, but The Exorcist, I can't even really see that being a for its time thing. I just think that's a really... not a scary movie. But then again, the life I lived and the shit I've seen. Pretty much anything involving demonic possession, like, give me a break. And I'm gonna probably piss a lot of people off. It's a whole zombie... It's a whole zombie thing. It was old ages ago. The whole zombie craze was old ages ago. I don't hate The Walking Dead, I really don't. It's a good show. But it's getting old. The whole zombie craze when it came to video games. That was getting old well before The Last of Us. Okay, how do I do this? Now I want to bring back to zombie games, like... all I can really think of is, haven't we had enough? There's a new one, I don't even remember the name of the game. But you're pretty much on a motorcycle attacking not just people, but zombies as well. Just, you know. Can't we just, you know, move on with our lives? Though I guess in regards to the whole zombie thing, it's not as bad as it used to be. Not as bad as, say, the first-person shooter Pokemon shit. I don't know which is worse, Call of Duty or Pokemon. For the longest time I used to say Pokemon was worse. Because Call of Duty at least had more overall change. It went from being Second World War to being modern warfare. Okay, I honestly didn't mean to say the name of the title, I mean more recent warfare to futuristic shit. But now it's all online. And I think I've said it before. I'm not sure if I have. But I am not a fan of the whole do everything online thing. Especially when it comes to... Well, I shouldn't say especially when it comes to first-person shooter, especially when it comes to anything. I have a PS Plus account. My sister got it for me so we can do Final Fantasy 15 online. It never happened. I'm not really complaining because I don't like, well, I don't do the whole online thing. It's not just a matter of my first initial disgust with the whole online craze when World of Warcraft came out. And you had to pay not just pay the price of the game, but pay a subscription fee or whatever. To continue playing the game, because I remember liking Warcraft when it was not an MMO. But anyways, Call of Duty's online, but Pokemon... I don't know, I guess because I just have more respect for the JRPG genre. I really don't like Pokemon. Well, I've never really did get Pokemon anyways. Like, I remember being in high school and everybody's getting into it and I'm going, are you fucking kidding me? There's 2 different carts of essentially the exact same game. But if you want to collect all the Pokemon, you need both carts, plus usually a buddy, at the very least a second Game Boy, plus the cable. I thought it was a ripoff. I still do, to this day, think it's a ripoff. And I've played some Pokemon. A buddy of mine who the idiot who I no longer have anything to deal with, got me Pokemon Y so we can collect everything in Pokemon X. And I remember playing the main campaign, plus trying to collect as many of the Pokemon as possible. I was by no means a fan, but I mean, that's just me. But here's the thing, nowadays you don't have to play any games to understand the gist of it. All you have to do is go online and watch other people play the game. Pokemon hasn't really changed at all. You move to a new town, you have some sort of rival, you get a Pokemon from some professor guy, you battle the bad guys while defeating the gym masters. The formula has always been the same fucking shit. Fuck me. Say what you will about Call of Duty, at least the formula has changed. Pokemon, it hasn't. And people love it. Come on, give me a break. Then again, people like Will Ferrell too. People like Austin Powers, and that's a movie I just wanted to, I don't know what is stupider. Austin Powers or me for actually watching through the entire movie. Yes, at least got that. Because Austin Powers was a bad movie. Austin Powers, to me, was the pull my finger joke for an entire movie. You tell a joke, okay, fine. Tell the joke, it's funny. Let the joke go and move on to the next joke. Don't play it out for 5, 10, 15 fucking minutes. And that's all Austin Powers was. That at least gets the checkpoint. But that's all Austin Powers was. And I hated it. Absolutely hated it. There are movies that haven't aged that well, but that I do like. Obviously, Alien is one of them. Big fan of Predator. Huge fan of Predator. Not a big fan of Predator 2, must confess. But then again, I don't think most people are, in all honesty. Do not like the whole remix, but I mean, that's Hollywood for you. I would rather watch that, or at least a not so entertaining original movie than remakes and sequels of the same shit. I'm glad they got rid of the 3D craze, because I was legitimately worried that they were going to make The Godfather in 3D. I really was. Like, there are just some movies that don't need a remix. They don't need a sequel. They don't need a prequel. And I was really concerned as they do that shit with The Godfather. I really was. Damn it, I almost had him too. But anyways, yeah. And this is gonna get me hate from everybody, but the whole MCU thing. Does every movie have to be a comic book movie? I haven't even seen the original Avengers. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Why? Because my sister wanted to take me for a birthday gift to a movie. Which was bullshit, because I wanted to see something else, and she wanted to see that. So of course we had to see what she wanted to see instead of what I wanted to see. I remember seeing Iron Man on, I think, rental. Didn't like it. I'm not a fan of the MCU. I have never been a big fan of most comic book movies. I just don't. I've never even been a big fan of comic books. Yes, kill me, I know. A nerd who doesn't like comics, what is the world coming to? It's not a personal preference, get over yourself. Not everyone has to fit into your little bubble-like definition. I'm not even getting a big fan. I'm not even getting the whole Star Wars thing now. And here's the thing. When I was a kid, I was big into Star Wars. I think that was more because of the video games and the books. Because I've gone. I've seen those movies. Rewatched them. They're not that good. Disney's ruined everything, but I mean, Disney is starting to be... It used to be that Fox sort of had the, stranglehold of entertainment. Like, if you were watching a movie and you saw that 20th Century Fox come on, chances are it was going to be a good movie. Now I think Disney is trying to be what Fox used to be. And Disney ain't got so right. I mean, Disney owns the Alien license now. That is blasphemy. That is like Stephen King trying to do Dr. Seuss. Or even more specifically, Dr. Seuss trying to do Stephen King if Dr. Seuss were still around. Yeah, just don't do that shit. God damn, I'm just gonna die. Oh, never mind. I guess I wasn't dropped down as far as I thought. Well, I mean, there are just some things which just shouldn't be done. Disney shouldn't own the Alien franchise. Disney shouldn't even own the MCU. I've never been a fan of Marvel Comics, but I could at least respect it. Disney I swear, Disney is just running out of ideas and trying to make money the only ways they know how. Stealing other people's ideas and rehashing everything. We don't need, or at least I don't want, a live-action movie of The Lion King or Aladdin. Leave it as it is. Come up with something new. Can people do that nowadays? No. Of course people can do that nowadays. People can come up with something new, it's just that Hollywood won't let them. I refuse to believe that nobody has any fresh new ideas. What I will believe is that Freddy vs. the Alien 3 is guaranteed to make money. People aren't out of new ideas. Hollywood's just lowering their standards. Like, I just want something new. I used to like movies. I really did. I honestly really did. Used to like movies. Now, fuck, I don't even want to see any. I really don't want to see any movies nowadays. I don't want to waste 2 hours of my life watching a movie. It's only 2 hours, like, I gladly watch marathon shows if they're good. That are 1 hour long or so. But a movie? I used to like television too. I recently got Netflix again, more for my mom than myself, but I've been using it, I admit. Some of those shows are pretty good, others not so much. Bird Box is terrible. But then again, that's another movie. Like, I never really gave the whole, independent film movie its fair share. Because I always thought they'd be, you know, pretentious crap. I don't know, maybe that's where I gotta go now. Maybe that's where I honestly gotta go. It may not be good, but I guarantee you I will probably see something new. At the international, at some independent film festival. I will see something new at the international, at some independent film festival. I just don't want to go. Now I'm losing hope in Hollywood. Not that I've ever had much hope for it to begin with. I'm just saying. Like video games, there's always going to be something new with video games. You know why? The indie scene. People can judge video games all they want. As far as entertainment goes, you're guaranteed to see... What the fuck? You're guaranteed to see something new. A lot more often in a video game. The reason I mentioned the indie scene and the indie movies is because maybe that's where I gotta go. It's just where do I go to see an independent movie that isn't some film festival or something? Where do I go? Because I want to. Alright, so first off, I don't want to travel. It's not like Blockbuster's around. And I don't feel like paying some sort of prescription service for nutsy Netflix independent cinema or what have you. If there even is such a thing. I just want something new. I want something new, and I want them to stop rehashing old franchises, because they're fucking them up. They're fucking them up. They are really, really fucking them up. Fuck it, I'm just gonna die. How long have I been playing? Ooh, very long. I can't say for certain, because I am, after all, playing this game blind. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that this is the last level. I am going by what I've... I'm going by what I've, seen as a level select screen, for lack of a better term. And it did appear to be the last, but what do I know? After all, I am playing this game blind. Which is probably my own fault. And it is an arcade game, so you know. Kind of guaranteed to beat. But I'd like to at least, you know, beat it in some sort of decent time. Speaking of arcade games, NASTARS, the arcade game that I was trying to do an LP of. Something's messed up with my emulator. I'm gonna have to do it all in one go. What the hell happened? Did I slide or bounce off something? Oh well. But anyways, yes, there's if the independent scene in video games means there's always something new in video games, even if it's not necessarily good. Then it's likely to show to mean that the independent films are the places to go for new movies. Damn it, I was really hoping not to slide off that cliff. Knockback. It's a bitch. This is a very... how can I explain? It's not a bad game. But I don't know, maybe because it's a little bit too ridiculous. I don't really find myself having that much fun with it. It's okay. I got, you know, you gotta bear in mind it's an arcade game, but so of course I gotta do something to hook you in. Not only is it an arcade game, I don't think it ever got a port to any console. That's how it really. I just want to say that back in the day, I liked arcade ports because it meant I could play the arcade game at home. But it also meant that I was playing by the arcade difficulty. Without the arcade rules. And that was always a hassle. Because arcade games are meant to be quarter munchers. Console games back in the day, you were meant to get a lot of game overs, otherwise you'd beat the game in an hour. There'd be no point in buying the game if you could beat it that quickly, especially considering rentals were a thing back then. Alas, it is the end of the game. And if I remember correctly, I did not let the opening arcade cutscene play out. Because it's an arcade game, I doubt there'd be credits, but oh, okay, there are credits, so I'll let them play out. Because they're people, they're fair share, they're fair due. You know what, it hasn't been as long as I originally thought it was. I just gotta bear in mind that it gets dark later at night now due to the weather, the season, not the weather, the seasons. And the fact that we had to switch our clocks a while ago. Which is horseshit, by the way. I usually